Hi everyone, my name's Kate Kalthoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today I'm going to share with you how to create this great guy card. This is really easy to make, and believe it or not, you're using a baby paper in it. This is a sneak peek of our new lullaby paper that's going to be coming out. And doesn't it look great on this guy card? Which could be used for birthday or possibly an anniversary or Father's Day. Any of those great cards that we like to give the guys in our lives. And here's the inside. And we're using two stamp sets today. The first one is Walk in the Wild. We're going to use this pheasant. Of course, you could easily substitute the quail. And then this is the Sassy Salutations sentiment stamp set that we're going to be using. So my customers will have quite a few different options to choose from when they're making this card. And to get started, we're going to need a piece of baked brown sugar cardstock. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm just going to fold that in half, and we're going to get the bone folder out here and make a nice crease so it'll lie flat for us. All right, and now the next thing that we're going to need is a piece of paper that is 3.5 by 4 3/4. You can see this is going to be on the front of our card. So let's go ahead and just get stamping and get this part of our card done. So the first thing I'm going to do is we can just go ahead and just place this right down on our card front. We don't have any ribbon wrapping or anything like that to do on this particular piece of paper. So I've got some snail here, and we're just going to put a little snail, and then we're just centering this in on the front of our card panel. And then the next thing we're going to need is a 3 1/4 inch square piece of Hello Honey cardstocks, one of our new in colors. It's available for you to order on June 2nd when our 2014-15 catalog goes into effect. And then you're also going to need a little 1 by 3 inch strip of the Lullaby Designer Series paper. And that also goes live on June 2nd. I'm just putting a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue onto the back of this Designer Series paper and securing it down. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp our pheasant image. I have soft suede ink, and we are just going to ink up that pheasant and stamp him just like this. Beautiful. And now we want to take some white baker's twine. Let's see if I can find the end here. And we're going to wrap this around twice. So I like to give myself a little room for tying. I know my tie is going to be here, so I started over here so I have room for making my tie. And then we're going to wrap it around once and twice, and then end it a little bit over here. And we are going to tie that in right now. So I just make an ordinary knot, just a once over and then a once over again to get that tied shut. And if your knot is not exactly where you want it, you can always kind of slide it. And I do not want this baker's twine taking too much away from the image, so I am going to trim that very closely to the knot. So we'll just have a little bit of the ends here like this. And then this gets popped up on dimensionals. So I'm just going to use 4 dimensionals since it's a fairly small piece of cardstock here. Just scatter those around. We can peel these off, and it's ready to go onto the front of our card. This is a really clean looking card. And we're just centering that in so that we have about the same amount of white space on the 3 top sides. And now all we have to do is stamp our sentiment. So I have Happy Birthday ready to go. Again, I'm inking it up in soft suede. I'm just going to stamp it right here. And the front of our card is complete. Now for the inside of the card, again, it's quite simple. We have a standard size card panel here at 4 5 1/4 cut in Whisper White, and then we have a 1/2 inch by 3 3/4 inch piece of the Lullaby Designer Series paper just glued along to the bottom. And we are going to secure this with snail along the top and put that right into the inside panel of our card. And then we can take our pheasant again, ink him up in the soft suede, and just stamp him right here for a nice continuation of the image through to the inside of the card. So hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for stopping by Stamping to Share. I truly appreciate you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.